long time no see. I've had one of my students asking me to make this video for a long time, and it's a video about arpeggios and sweeping and how to implement them and how to link them up together to where you can practically use them instead of just practicing a sweeping pick pattern or sweeping pattern and being able to nail it kind of and then not even knowing what to do with it at all after that, like not even knowing how to put it in your writing or whatever. Alright, in order to do it though, you have to learn a little bit of theory or know a little bit of theory, which at least know the notes or be able to figure out which note is which on the guitar. Because that will help you tons. Like, if you know the root or the key that you're in, then it's kind of essential, really. Because if you're going to throw a sweep pattern in, it's pretty much like playing a chord, you know. And if you play a chord that does not belong in that chord progression at all, it's going to sound like shit, like no matter what you do, honestly. So you can't just like, okay, I know how to sweep it, and just throw this sweep in everywhere, because it does not work like that. Even if the chord is in the chord progression, if it's not when you're supposed to play it, then it's going to sound like shit, unless you like know what the fuck you're doing, or like some kind of jazzy guy to where like you make it sound like shit on purpose or something. But yeah, you got to know what key you're playing in. And to me, like the way I sweep, there's really only like 3 chord shapes to me, or 3 arpeggio shapes that you can throw in like the minor key or whatever, you know, or there's really like tons more, but like this is me like simplifying it and being able to use it better. But there's 3 basic arpeggio or sweep pick shapes that I like to call your standard sweep pick shape, which is this shape. And that's the one, I call it the standard one because that's the one everybody does, really, in like metal and rock and stuff, because it's like one of the easiest ones to play. On this shape, the root is on the 2nd string there. Okay, so if you're on B here, and then like a good chord progression after that would be D minor, D, C, C sharp, D. Just transpose that whole shape up to where the D is the root. See, that sounds pretty damn cool. It's supposed to follow the chord progression with your arpeggios and your sweeps or whatever. So you have the first shape that's like. What it would sound like if it had a backing track on it, and it sounds pretty damn cool, honestly, to me. But if you can't do the 5-string sweeps yet, then just do like 2 or 3 or 4, and just like slow the tempo down so you can actually nail it, and then like you can implement that, you know, in your writing right now, in your songs that you make right now. You don't have to wait until you can fucking shred your balls off or fucking sweep pick fucking fast as hell to use it. You can use it in anything. You can use it in arpeggios. You don't have to sweep pick it. You can alternate pick it. You can legato it. And that might be easier for you rather than picking, because really, to me, the right hand is the harder thing to get down and sweep. But moving on. Alright, now you know how to sweep in any key using that shape, or at least in the minor key. How do you expand upon that? Say, okay, that sounds cool, I can sweep in any key, but how do I add more to that? And this is how you. That's the regular shape, right? Like I was saying before, there's 3 shapes. The standard shape, the rolling finger shape, and the big stretchy motherfucker. Yeah, and they're all linked together, and there's really only 3 of them, you know, because that's one whole octave of them, I guess. Okay, here's your standard one. Except like, you know, play it good. Don't play it like that. But that's linked to the standard shape because those are all the same notes really in that arpeggio. Yeah. Yeah, that one's hard to do because you gotta roll your fingers. You have to roll your finger and mute all the other strings so other notes aren't ringing out whenever you're playing. Alright, in the rolling finger shape, the root is on the first string here, the second note that you play on the first string. That's a B. Same note as this. So in this shape, the root's on the second string, the third note on the second string here, and in this shape, the root note is on the second note on the first string. Alright, so the rolling finger shape comes before the standard sweeping shape. And the one that comes after the standard sweeping shape is the stretchy bastard, which I'll show you the tabs on the screen here. It's like this. So that one has like, it's a big stretch in the beginning. It's got a little roll there too. That's why people like, that's why everybody uses the standard one, because it doesn't have the rolls in there and it doesn't have the stretch in there if you can't stretch that far. And the good thing about that is you can like, you can mix up your sweeps or your arpeggios, you know, so if you're in the B, key of B, then you don't have to do this. Then you can do, and that's in B too, or you can do the stretch one. You can mix them up together like this. Something like that, whatever. A cool thing about this is, which I found not too long ago, is that it's the easy way to find the harmonies of them too. Because if you play this shape, and you have somebody else, or you record it and then play along with it, just move the shape up to the stretching one. And then that's how you can find a quick harmony to it that sounds awesome, honestly, and it's super easy to do. I guess that's about it, yeah, and I guess in the next lesson that I show, I'll tell you all about major key, or I'll teach you all about major key arpeggios in sweeps. So in order to do the major one, you just like raise that third up, but that's for the next episode. It's like this. But yeah, that's in the next episode, so watch out for it. I'll release it next Sunday. Alright guys, later, y'all. Practice, guys and girls, practice your guitars, practice your instruments, and all that.